Tonight, you look at my name, is Facilitator Alvin Yong. I'm not going to be the one talking all the time, okay? But I will facilitate many of you to share, all right? I'm very happy that this format has gotten many of you to contribute many very interesting questions, all right? So I think from all your questions, everybody is going to learn together, right? Do you agree? All right? So this, we have quite a lot of questions thrown in, and I have kind of sorted them into 4 main groups. Okay, prospecting, and then uplining, meaning how you lead and grow your team. And then there's a few questions about opening new markets. All right. And finally, a lot of questions about personal growth and development. All right. So I'm going to jump right into some of these questions, and I will then see who I like, right? Because some of you didn't submit any questions, meaning that you have no question, meaning you're damn super good. Then I'll invite all those who is super good one, right, to come and provide answer to those who have questions. Correct or not? Agree? Agree? Like who? Oh, like everybody here have asked questions. Valerie didn't ask question. Jialat already, Valerie. Oh, now she laughed that nervous laugh I can see in your face. Okay, now let's begin with the first question. We have quite a lot to go through. I think it's going to be a very interesting night. Let me begin with some very easy one first, okay? First, under the category of prospecting. Right? So there's this person. If you want to own up, you can own up, okay? And then you can kind of like improve or further add on to the question that you may have. Sorry. Okay. So this is the first question that was asked by who?
Ruby.
It says, how do I, yeah, that is by Ruby, right? How do I co-prospect who are actually my friends who I have not seen for years? And separately, another person asked, how do we find the right business partner and the consistency to support the business model? Now, how many of you have got similar question in your mind? You can raise your hand because I could see most of your faces, right? Okay, see, even though someone asked a question, actually is the same question that permeates through many of our associates' mind as well, right? So how many of you have a good answer to this? Since Ruby asked these questions and Kai Jun also asked this question, let me invite someone who is not related to them or not their direct upliner to answer this. Yeah. Xiu Ling, could you give some guidance on this and share your experiences?
Raining again. Most important is to be interested in them and find out what are they doing, and then what is the latest issues. Basically, is to warm up. Yeah, especially the first round that you have not seen them for years. Don't straight away, oh, I found this product, it's very good, blah 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 blah, because this is what I did many years ago. And I killed some of them. Yeah. So I learned over the years to actually do the greeting properly first, warm up with them, and learn to prompt and ask questions and find their hot buttons. Yeah, at least for the first time. Then because you're not, wow, in Chinese there's this saying, 无事不登三宝殿. That means you don't look for me until you have something in mind. Yeah, you want to sell me something or that. Because you go with this motive, it will show on your face. Okay, the dollar sign will appear. Okay, so be interested in them, let them talk, okay, and you will listen more, and then find the appropriate area that you can actually share some stories, especially for those who are like in a midlife crisis, those are looking for career change, or those who have just retired, or those who are young, looking for opportunities. So listen to them first. Then you tell a story and make them interested in what you are doing. Then you tell more.
Thank you, Xiu Ling.
Yeah,
we always say that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? So don't go by verbal diarrhea. Listen. And I think there's some tricks here. It says co-prospect who are actually my friends. Okay. I would say there's no such thing as co-prospect or friend. I think all prospects are the same. So if you follow this greet, qualify, invite, then I think, yeah, most of the time you will not go wrong. So in other words, it's greet. I refresh everybody here. Greet is when you have broken the ice, you have built a certain rapport of friendliness. And then at the same time, hey, what happened? Veronica screen. Veronica is sharing screen. Are you all seeing Veronica's screen?
No, you didn't see anything now.
Now no more.
No, no more.
Huh? Now
No
no more.
screen.
More already.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody took over my screen, is it?
But normally when you share, some other people couldn't share, right?
Don't know leh. Just now somebody has stolen my share. Wow, 厉害啊, yeah. Okay, I come back to this one. It says a greet qualify. So greet is the process. I think instead of like looking for the right prospect, I think what is more important for all of us as professional networker is to follow the process. So if you're process driven, most of the time you don't go wrong. Yeah. So greet is when you have broken the ice, you build a certain amount of rapport to the degree that you are able to talk freely and openly. Only when you are able to talk freely and openly, then and only then, when you're asking some qualifying question, when you're trying to find out the needs and the wants and the don't wants, then they will tell you the real thing, right? So it's not going to be superficial anymore. And in a qualifying stage, now if you find that there's a need and there's a wants and there's don't want that fit into the Avita business, then it becomes a qualified prospect. If your prospect is looking for a husband, joining Avita, is it going to help her to find a husband? Not quite lah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a wrong goal to come here and find a husband in that sense, yeah. Okay, then you don't qualify him. In other words, you don't invite him to come and explore the business with you. But if his needs and wants and don't wants are relating to what Avita can give him or her, then you got to qualify to the degree of where establishing whether this person is really willing to change or not, willing to do the work or not. Okay, later on, there are some questions that come back, circle around back to this, yeah. And secondly, is the person capable of actually embarking on the Avita business as well? So only upon you qualify, then you invite. And the inviting process is basically this. You remind me of somebody who is relatable to that person, so as to create a kind of interest and also the curiosity. These are the two criteria. Interest to pursue something that will help him to either meet his needs or achieve his wants, or to avoid his doesn't want. And then the curiosity or the hopefulness that, hey, he or she has a chance at actually achieving that. So that would be the quite easy answer to these particular questions. Yeah. I'll move on because we have quite a lot of questions to circle through. Yeah. So there's this person who asks, I realize that many aspects of this business is learning as you do it. Now, how do I encourage business prospects who are afraid to get started because of the fear of uncertainty? What do you guys think? Gina, would you like to share your experience in this?
Yeah, I think what we can share with them, for example, for this, I'm not sure what fear of uncertainty is, but if I will just look it at the context of this question, is maybe there's a lack of that person may not have that confidence to succeed in the business. Can I say that? Maybe. So in that case, the fear of uncertainty could be coming from what if I fail? Maybe coming from that perspective of how can you guarantee that I can succeed in this business? So it could be coming from different angles. So of course you can always clarify if I'm this. When you say fear of uncertainty, what exactly do you mean by that? You can either dig deeper. Remember, like what like Shuling mentioned earlier, we have to be more interested rather than interesting. So I will be more curious, where is the fear coming from? If it's a fear of, I don't know whether I'm going to be successful in here, perhaps we could share other success stories. If you are very new, you may not have your own success story. Then in that case, teeing up our leaders, other leaders' success story could be that confidence booster for that person and gain more confidence and overcome that fear of uncertainty. Or for example, if it's uh, the lack of if the fear is of uncertainty is coming from insecurity of lacking in experience or skills, then I will tee up the Avita education system. I will then start to say, you don't need to worry because like you, when I started, I don't know anything about network marketing. But thankfully, Avita has a robust training system, Avita education system, and perhaps that will give them overcome the fear of uncertainty or the lacking in confidence. So I would say, Alvin, is go a little bit deeper into where the fear is actually coming from. So it could be either the fear of not having the right skill to succeed, or maybe they just want to hear some success stories.
Yeah, I'd like to invite all the leaders. If you can also type in onto the chat group, into the chat. Yeah, because I can't be inviting everybody to share for every other questions. Okay, I just like add on one more thing is the fear uncertainty could be a fear uncertainty of the prospector as well. Right. So in other words, if you are half committed, okay, some of our partners here, yeah, you're like not quite fully in, you're not quite fully out, you're kind of like hoping you land a big catch, you know. But your prospect might be looking at you, are you sure you can be someone I can count on also? So the uncertainty can also come from the person who is prospecting the prospect. Do you agree? Yeah. So sometimes it's not all prospect driven objections, yeah. So some of this fear or some of this uncertainty actually is a is a mirror image of the one who is prospecting the person, yeah. That you're not giving your prospect the kind of commitment, the kind of a certainty that you are in it 100% in that sense, yeah. But very good, thank you very much, Gina. Then there's this. Okay. Grace, this is your question, right? Are there
Yes.
magic words, you know? Oh, you know, you're hoping that one magic words is like a medicine. Oh, this medicine will cure all eczema, correct? Yeah, we can use or encourage prospect to buy a direct GA. So who is the one who closed a lot of direct GA? Can give Grace some confidence here? Wendy, what would you say to Grace?
Magic words.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think if all of us follow this method, okay, the closing should come last. The grid qualify must be the biggest part of us prospecting our potential partner. Then the closing will be very easy. And if you can do it skillfully, you will find that the person, in fact, will be asking you, how do I buy a GA? Yeah, so magic words. How to tell you magic words? Because everyone is different, okay? But I have lately, I think for this 1 year or last year, I cannot remember. I use this very often, and I find that after saying that, I have built the confidence in my partners joining my team. Okay, so when I do 5-page, all right, whether for my downlines prospect or my own prospect, after I finished, okay, I will tell them that now, I will not promise you that this business is a bed of roses. It won't be. All right. There will definitely be challenges, just like in any businesses. But as long as we all work in a team together, you will achieve what you want. So I feel that by saying that, my prospect doesn't feel that I am, how you say, I just want to sell them something.
won't feel that I'm saying all the nice things just to close them. So I think our prospects are matured people, right? They have, they have experiences in life. So I think if we were just saying all the good things, to me, may not be something that is genuine, I would say. So I realized that when I say that, they agree with me. And they also agree with me that as long as we work together as a team, we can make things happen. So that is what I use very often these days. I'm sure my downlines have heard me saying that. Yeah.
Very good. Grace, you have got your magic words guaranteed by Wendy Kwong.
I'm guaranteed.
If it didn't work, right, then you can go and ask her for the GA, okay?
You can try it. You can try it because after, I mean, you know what to say, but you have to do it in your own flavor. Everyone of us is different.
Okay, thank you, Wendy. I'm a more process guy, so I circle back to this process again, yeah? So if you are very clear during the qualifying stage, so the magic words actually is in here. Okay, so in other words, if a prospect is looking to retire early, okay, he or she doesn't like the job, let's say, right? So the needs is to retire early. The wants is to free himself, let's say. Agree? Then the magic word would be something like, after you've done your 5-page, when you're going for the close, I would say something like this, okay? That, so guys, let's say John, right? Hi, John, are we ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to partner together, walk the journey together, and fire your boss? Let's get started as a direct GA. Right? So in other words, I don't have a single magic word for you, okay? But eventually the closing of the direct GA is coming back, circling back to the needs, the wants, and the don't wants. Make sense? Yeah? So if you have this as a process, hopefully it helps everybody here. I hope all of you are taking notes, yeah? Okay, don't just rely on listening and then here go out, no? Then this training will not be. The reason why training doesn't work for many people is because you just listen. But whatever advice remain as the trainer's advice. Like Big L, right? Big L given you a lot of magic words, right? But if you don't use those magic words, then those magic words for forever be Big L's magic word, not your magic word. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. This is also quite interesting. Also from Grace, yeah. Becoming a business partner entails having some capital to start. Of course, every business requires some capital, big or small, right? How can we help housewives and office workers with minimal capital do this business? Okay, good. What do you think? Is Mary here?
Yes.
I thought I saw Mary just now.
Yeah. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Hi. Would you like to help Grace out?
Good question. How do we help people with minimal capital? There are many ways. Like especially if let's say you already position yourself. One of the way I would say is if let's say you are a GA, right? And you can actually you identify a friend who is a housewife and it's your friend and you really want to help her and you're already a GA. So what does company offer? Company is very kind, right? They actually let us support 3SA, right? So I would actually suggest to my friend who is a housewife and offer her this option that to get an SA, if she can have a SA, I think it's also a good start. Because to start with a VIP, a bit like cannot really do much, right? But at least the SA, so you can support the SA to your friend. Yeah, so and then you can have private arrangement in a way, like you can allow your friend to pay by installment while she's building her business, right? That is one way. Like you are the bank, you give interest free credit to your friend because you already invested. and you really want your friend to succeed, and your friend really want to do their business. So be very careful also. The commitment must be both ways. Yeah, it's not just say I want to do, but then they never show any commitment. But if your friend is really very committed, you sit down and plan, and you want the best of this friend who has not much money, right? So this is something that I will offer, because we are capable. At least we can have that position for them, right? At the same time, we can help them a bit because they don't pay one shot. They may not have that money, right? They can pay by installment, and while they are building the business, I think. I mean, in Singapore, we also have a lot of interest-free credit card facilities. So this is something that I would always, I mean, not say always, I would suggest actually some of my friends who are really cannot, even consumers, some of my consumers, I also offer this so-called interest-free installment scheme. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, I want to just take a survey here. How many of you are thinking about this question in some way or others? How many of you? Kimi, who else? Veronica, Angie, who else? Lana, Priscilla, Kaijin. Okay, I would like to get someone who with lots of experience to also tackle this question. I have my view about this. Can I invite PA Josephine to comment on this particular questions?
Okay. Okay, actually, every bit our business, you have money, you can start in, you have money way. You don't have a lot of money, you can start with you don't have money way. So normally, this one is like, how can we have a housewife and office worker with a minimum capital? That means it's a minimum capital they can afford, right? You know, in Philippines, how our this Wendy start? 3 of them share one box of salad. Each of them take one slide, 10 cashew. That's how they start. So my way to do it is if they really want, they will think of the way to do it. But if they don't want, even though I offer you interest free, I offer you, help you pay first, later you installment to me, no point. So to me, as a business owner, the capital must come up, must have a commitment. So when you have a commitment, is how we can help you to grow in the shortest way. So normally I will share with them, a lot of people, they have money, but they don't dare to take out. So they will tell you, I don't have money. So you must clear about this part first. Most of people, actually, they have money, but they will tell us, oh, I have a financial issue. I don't have that much of money, because they don't have confidence on whether they can do this business or not. So I will always share with them, money and time, which one is more important? I will ask them this question. So some of them will say, of course, money more important. I say, if the money is more important, but you are working for other people, your boss is use the money to buy your time to work for them. Then later they will say, oh, time is more important. Yeah, so if I have money, I use money to buy time. That's why some people buy DP already. That's why some people buy PD already. Because they have money, they buy time. They go up to the higher position, then they start looking for their business partner, their egos. So they don't need to worry about their ego will run too fast. But if I don't have money, I only have a little bit money, but I'm young, nobody who doesn't have money is those that like young people, they fresh graduate from the school. They really don't have a lot of money, but they are young, they have time. So can they start from VIP? Can they start from SA? Definitely can. Start from VIP only the member fee. But they slowly build. They go and find 6 people, everybody, 5 people. He himself buy 1,000 PV, 5 people, each one buy 1,000 PV. He become a SA already. We have this 6 program. You can run through this 6 program for this group of people. They really don't have a lot of money, but they want to do a business. Then they will be promoted. But because they have a timer, so slowly climb up to the SA, slowly climb up to the GA. That's how I will analyze for them. So when I analyze for them, they will understand. Then later on, definitely is the grid and qualify. How close you know them, the relationship. Do you have built a strong relationship? So do they have a confidence on us? And we can give them the confidence and commitment for them to work together. I think this part is more important. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I have my view. So Grace, you asking me this question, I will then answer Grace pertaining to Grace situations, yeah? So I will then ask you, like, are you ready to actually get, even though you got a direct PD? So in other words, if you get a direct PD, you have 8 GA, technically you have 24 SA that you can sub out, right? So you want to be very kind, you can actually just give away 24 SA position to 24 so-called minimal capital kind of people, right? The questions I will ask Grace would be, are you ready to mentor 24 people now? Okay. So in other words, it's all about stages of your development, of your network development, and also of your personal development. Are you ready to mentor, right? So if you're not quite in your first phase of development, what is very important will be for you to talent hunt good GA partners and build up a core team of GA partners. Then together you have a team, you're a team of partners, like a group of board of directors are running the business together. So I would say to all of you, in the very beginning, you have to have a sense of where you are at the moment now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hope that kind of helps you to consider. Next, how do you go about when someone is interested in becoming a stockist? Okay, man. Yeah. Why you all like to become stockists? Who is the one who asked this question?
Me,
Who?
me.
You, Jonah. So who wants to be stockist?
No, it was actually a question of my joy because she has a friend residing in Dubai. They
Okay.
asked this question, and the husband is actually a Korean. She's in transit right now, but I cannot call her. So she actually asked me that question, and I asked DPG about it. And she said, you just concentrate here because it's so difficult. So all the difficulties was told to me, but the process that we were looking for was not answered.
Okay, this one I let Josephine answer. Okay. Okay, come Joe.
Okay. There's someone from your downline want to become a stockist in
Don't
Dubai.
become stockist.
Huh? Is it Jonah?
Yes,
So is your downline who reside in Dubai want to become a stockist in Dubai?
she said she's there like if it's a question they asked her, how do, like, if you want this to embrace this as business, how do we go about becoming a stockist?
Okay. So does this person understand our business model?
Not yet. It's my joy actually friend, but she
Okay.
actually have told her about the networking system and everything. Like, yeah, a little probably because they're set to come this December.
Okay, my pattern is to always say yes first. Of course, yes. You then create their interest first. Whatever, because this is some traditional businessmen, they will think of it in this way. So my answer will always yes, why not? So if you want to know how to become a stockist, you come to our headquarters. You must understand our business model first. So you explain the business model. What did he do? Of course, all this part you must understand. Why do you want to become a stockist? So this person definitely is already using a solution already, or maybe already like know the solution has this potential market, right? That's why they want to seize the Dubai market. So you do all this question, all this the checking first, and then you say yes, of course we are open because this is the country we haven't going yet. Plenty of opportunity, but I don't know what is the what qualification for a stockist. But if you want to become a stockist, you definitely need to see our headquarters, right? Singapore is a headquarters. Why not? I invite you to the Singapore headquarters, you to understand our office and meet our boss. And all this one before that, you let him understand all this part. So if you say how much, you say this part I don't know. Why not you come to Singapore, then let the company deal with you. So let him come, because a lot of times people come to Singapore, they see a difference. And then after that, you want to do a stockist can or not, but we will analyze for that. Maybe possible, but not now. But before you become a stockist, you need to become a PD first. How do you become a PD? You must build the network. See, so later on is follow our SOP already. So to this person say yes first and then see how did it go. Slowly loop them into our system, our network marketing SOP system. Then after he become a PD, he really got a lot of money, want to become a stockist. We will explain to him stockist what is the duty, what's the qualification, how much money or whatever the cost. Then he can analyze, maybe not lah, maybe I do that already very good. Then if he say, okay, I still want to do, go ahead. Because as a stockist, you need to do all the import or whatever. So this part, later on, let him analyze and then solve, and then let himself tell himself, no, I don't want to do a stockist. I just want to do that work. That easier. Okay.
Okay, good advice, yeah. Okay, but having said that, I want to I want to emphasize that let's focus on the 10 countries that we are in.
Yeah.
Don't go to Mozambique lah, Moldova lah, then try Ukraine lah, don't know where, okay? All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, this is two persons questions, and I'll just read on the person's behalf. Okay, about is really so expensive objection. What are your best answer? Again, looking for one best answer, yeah? For this, if it is an online, not face-to-face reaction or inquiry. And then I've tried common ones taught by the 3F. What's the 3F? Feel, felt, found, right? And try to find expensive raw material, less expensive raw material, but the quality will suffer. Or isn't it more expensive to be hospitalized with all the needed medications and procedures? Now, personally, I've been trying the idea to ask, I understand, you're correct, but which product are we comparing Celogen to, right? So this is Kimi's, Kimi? Yes, are you having a lot of price objection problem?
Yes,
Mm.
especially when it's online, not face to face.
Online face-to-face, yeah. Tell us more a little bit about what you mean by online and face-to-face.
So not face to face. So inquiries online, like from my FB page, and when there's when I post something and they react to it, or PM or DM me directly, and then they have interest in about either Celogen or the business, so I start talking about it. But mostly when we're talking about Celogen already, they start saying that it's really expensive, and it becomes harder even to give a response, because you don't see the reaction anymore. Sometimes you don't know if after they said it and you responded, they would have seen your message, or they would go back to you after they responded, after they gave the objection.
So I'll give you some tips and advice here. Now, the fact that they are stranger, in other words, they are co-leads, and they bother to respond to your Facebook posting. Now, I think there is an intention there already. Yeah. Not being too skeptical, there must be an intention to find out more about Celogen, right? And the second thing is that, are you trying to just use your Facebook to generate this kind of leads for consumption only? In other words, you want to close them to just buy Celogen?
Mostly yes, because I don't know how they're going to react if they.
But why like that? Why not then put them into the Greek qualify invite process? Because if you're not doing that, then you will forever not be getting more business partner, which is one of your question here also, right? That you're trying to talent hunt good business partner. You already have got some kind of pipeline lead generation process that's happening now. But whatever leads that comes in, all you are trying to do is to close them for consumption. Then I think you're missing out on the potential business partner part. Yeah. So I think what you need to do is, for these co-leads, is to get into a Greek qualified stage with them. In other words, allowing them to know more about you, and allowing you to also interview and find out their needs and their wants and their don't wants. Okay? Kimi, are you okay? You seem to be frozen there. Then there's another related questions by Elizabeth, right? Elizabeth, where are you? Elizabeth Chi from Sydney. How to persuade people to consider the business despite the high price of Celogen? how to convince people why Celagen is better than other supplement, how to show that the products are superior and convince them to join. Now, let me invite someone who has been closing SA and customer non-stop week by week by week, yeah? But he claims that he cannot talk and he don't know how to sell. Okay, Joey Tan, can you enlighten Elizabeth on this?
Yeah, how to.
Okay, sorry, yeah, this is my question. Okay.
Oh, sorry,
But
this is
I'm
your
not sure.
question.
Right, yeah,
Zul.
this is my question.
Okay, okay.
Yes, this is my question. Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, Zul.
Similar question I
Right,
asked.
I thought just now
Similar,
you talk. Just now in the afternoon you talk very well, right?
Yeah, I'm
You can
persuading the
close,
right people, but
Okay, you get $1 million answer now from Joey Tan.
Wow.
great.
How to persuade people to consider the business despite the high price of Celagen? Okay, I think for the first part, despite the high price, so it depends how you talk to them, right? Especially the grid qualifier, you must come in first, right? The front part, definitely you have to get to know them and get to really understand where they are coming from. Then at a certain point of time, I will normally bring in, it depends whether you're looking it at a consumer perspective or you're looking it at analyzing as a business perspective. Imagine if today you have the chance to represent, to be the sole distributor for Rolls-Royce. So the guy will be thinking about, I'm going to represent sole distributor for Rolls-Royce. Or do I every day go and buy Rolls-Royce? You see, so if you have the chance to represent Rolls-Royce, then where are your market? So you got to use an analogy to show it to him. Because the fact that they think of high price because they think that they themselves, when they consume Celagen, they are thinking that it's high price, but they never think of the market behind. They are putting themselves as a consumer point, not as a business point. You get what I
Okay,
mean?
I'll just share.
Yeah.
Actually, my sister's a doctor. She has a clinic at
Hmm.
Tampines. So I was thinking to ask her to consider this Celagen and to her patients, and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, but I wanted to give her a box of the Celagen, but she said, "What's the price?" First thing she asked me was when she heard about it, "What's the price?" I'm sure it's very high. So when I say the price, she said, "Oh, so high. I don't think they will want." So that's why I'm trying to persuade. I didn't want to pursue that, but I'm trying to see how is it, to
So
persuade
she's
her.
a doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you ask her what is the price of people going for cell therapy treatment in Switzerland? Do you ask her that?
No, because
Yeah,
I don't.
you got to point her to that direction, right? Because if you just talk about the price, especially the retail price, you are scaring the hell out of them. Yeah,
because
to them the supplement is just probably 100 plus or less than $100.
yeah, I think around that price, people.
Yeah, so you got to be careful when you straight away but out the price. Yeah, so normally I will talk about asking them whether they understand the cell therapy market or not. Yeah, especially doctor, they know. So
Yeah, that's
if
right.
today you have a chance to represent Celagen, many of your patients can eat Celagen for 1 whole year, 2 years, as compared to they go to Switzerland. Then you talk about the unique consumable. Yeah, all this every day, all your patients are taking Celagen. See, you got to mention all this kind of thing for them to realize, from the business point of view, it make very, very good sense for them.
Okay,
That's
good
right.
good
I'm still
tips.
trying. Yeah,
Okay, one
okay.
more tips. Sister is not the best person to talk to another sister. You
Yeah.
must evoke ABC. You talk until your saliva all dry, also useless. Yeah. You must ask Chongping. Okay, you must ask Chongping how
right.
Nelly started on Celagen.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
actually trying to ask John Peng
This is
to let his sister to meet my sister. I'm trying
Okay.
to arrange for that. Maybe the
Okay.
doctors can talk to each other. I'm not sure.
Ah.
I'm trying to think.
Okay,
of
we
that.
try that route.
Ah,
Okay, but
ah,
basically,
ah.
you try to
Ah.
talk. You are lower than her in terms of all medical knowledge. Yeah.
You're
So
right,
if
you're
I
right.
were your sister, I won't listen to you also.
Hey, but not true, you know. Actually, for property, when I
Yeah
first
lah,
talked to her,
property. That's why.
when I first talked to her, she's not okay. But later, no problem. All, I mean, the property matter.
Yeah, don't
property
forget
matters,
you are
I settle.
property professional. Okay, so I hope all of us listening here,
Yeah.
you
True,
must
true.
understand the art of ABC.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true. Yep.
All right, let's move on. Yeah. Okay, so this one is how to address these common questions. Is this a pyramid scheme? Can I really make money with this? And what if I don't know enough people or can't sell? This person never attend ELS. Okay, got to spank her. Okay, didn't come in tonight some more. This is Max. Where is Diona? Is Diona here? Diona not here. But that also not here. Well, all the upline not here. And now, where is Gina? Okay, I let you go and handle these questions with Max. Okay, I think most of us here who have gone through ELS and all that will have handled this. Okay, over to you, Gina. Now, next one. This one. What would be the ideal approach? See, all of you are looking for the ideal approach when prospecting young relatives. So I put it in red there because I don't quite understand why young or old, different thing, you know. Then cousins or family members arouse a curiosity and interest to explore a business. Please also suggest suitable approach when prospecting male potential business partner. Why like that, huh? Yeah. Yun Ting, why you laugh until like that? Jenny, can you enlighten us about your questions?
How come you highlight in red? Oh, okay. First, the first question is actually, very challenging when you want to prospect family members. So,
Same lah, the sister thing and family members, same.
you understand?
You
Yeah.
gotta come
So,
up with some ABC, ma, Tio Bo.
yeah, and then for this group of young like cousin and all that, I didn't really go and approach them or prospect them before I get to understand what is the ideal approach. So
Ideal approach.
seeking
Okay, I tell you the best person to answer this question is none other than my upline.
Oh,
Upline, can you help your downline?
PA Joe,
DP Pauline.
DP Pauline. Yeah, I think perhaps DP Pauline can answer the second question.
No, answer both questions lah.
It's been a long time since I've been young. Well, I think there's because young people, you are usually looking for money, right? They're not so concerned about their health, right? So most of them think they are super beings, they're so young and healthy. So we need to talk about, about financial freedom. I would say talk to them about financial freedom. Most of them are working. How hard are they working? How long do they see themselves working? And whether they've even ever thought of doing their own business. Just, explore this. I'm curious to know, whether you've ever thought of doing your own business. Although you're working, there's nothing wrong with the job because the job will pay your bills, right? But at any one time, have you ever thought of doing your own business? Because
I hope you are recording down some of the words that Pauline is using now.
Okay, so this is something that will prick their curiosity. So without coming out with a lot of money, okay, because you have to compare with starting a business from scratch. You got to think of your setup costs and your inventory and everything. It costs a lot of money. So like what Anga used to do, compare between a network marketing career and a normal traditional career, traditional business, that is, yeah. And so the amount of money you got to put in is tremendous. So if they ever thought of doing a business on their own, do consider your own the platform that you're in.
and you explain how it works. Because many people have the wrong idea of network marketing, as you all know. They think it's a pyramid, they think it's all kinds of shady business and all that, asking people to sell things and all that. So you have to explain to them that it is not really sales, it is a genuine business. And if you do it properly, you learn how to do it properly, this can be very, very rewarding. Okay, so young people, your approach is something different because it's not so much on health. And also you can say, how healthy is your family? Young people have old relatives. Yeah, similarly, old people have young relatives as well. So the approach is slightly different. Yeah, wouldn't you like to see your parents, your grandparents being healthy? Yeah, so you can also cross over to the other relatives as well. Okay, then suggest suitable approach when approaching male business partners. What's the difference between a male and a female? Can anybody tell me besides the looks and the
because for male, even male and female, the thinking is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Besides looking different?
So I don't want to, like, for example, if let's say there's a potential, then I also want to show my professional the position and all that.
Okay. Are you thinking of approaching a male chauvinist, or is it a normal male person?
Just a normal guy or whoever lah. Or on a normal business, let's say they are in business. Because men to men, they like to talk about business.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I'm not from the business background.
Actually, there's no difference, Jenny, because it's your whole mindset, how you think. I think you're thinking of mainly the approach, right? The approach kind of different, yeah? Because males are more business-like, women are more nurturing. I would agree. A female, talking to a female could be slightly different because females are nurturing people, right? And that's why sometimes people do say that women make better network marketers because they are nurturing. Yeah. Okay. So that is already 1 point easier to talk to a female. So to talk to a male, you got to be more professional because males have the idea that business is for men and not for women. Yeah. I think most of you do agree. They say that women not very business-minded and all that. So you show them that, look, women have done this business and they're very, very successful. And I can even introduce you to a very successful women doing this business. Whereas the male would want to consider, you see, the male is the breadwinner of the family. And they need to have a secure and a very steady income for the family. Yeah. So sometimes they are afraid that network marketing will take time to be successful. So we can show them the quickest way and the best way to do the business. Okay. Not slowly, they got to do it faster, in the sense that they have to be more focused and they have to take a position to do this successfully. Of course, male can also do normal business. They can do the retailing part. They can do all the convincing part for the customers. But you got to show them the potential that they can reach, by doing this business. Yeah, the advantages of being a male can be quite good in that sense, because they can be more convincing because they are the breadwinners of the company, of the family, sorry. Yeah. So basically there's not much difference between the male and the female.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you very much, Pauline.
Yeah, maybe Alvin, can I just chip in? Yeah.
Oh, the male is going to talk. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, my advice to Jenny, really master part 1 of ELS.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, basically, I because when I was in Cambodia, I was talking to a young entrepreneur, right? I was going through the basic principles of the 4 basic principles of business that you all hear about it again and again in ELS lah. Your product must be a consumable, your product must be a market growing trend. And so far you can articulate that well, right? I can tell you it will actually impress And then, more important is that fourth principle, the leverage. Yeah, then after that, they agree with you because, if they are solopreneur, they find that they pay people, people run away. So if you can talk the first part of ELS, right? Yeah, that's really what you need to master to if you want to demonstrate that, oh, no, I actually know the basic principle of business. And that's why the business I'm in meets all these four principles. That would be, my 2 cents worth after coming back from
Oh,
giving
that's
my
$20, man. That's $200 worth, man.
Yeah, master that first part. I mean, you all have heard it over and over again, but internalize it so that you too can talk. And then when people hear you talk about it, it will change your views about what this girl actually knows what she's talking about. That's it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can I put in some add in some value?
$200
Sure,
worth.
sure. Now we are only on slide number 10. We still got
Okay,
a lot.
very
Okay.
quick. I think overall, if you want to prospect a business partner, ask ourselves, are we let other people see we are the businessman or businesswoman? When we want to talk to people as a business, so we must show we are also doing the business. From our outlook, one look first. What did people see us? How did people see you? Are you doing the business? Are you a businessman or are you a business lady or are you just someone try to like ask me to do a business? But I don't see any business look on you. Before that, we don't know each other. So if you want to prospect business people, we ourselves, remember last time I shared with you a story, when I start doing this network marketing business, I was very young, it's 30 something. So for my size, I look very young. So all the people, they say, "You young lady, you look so young, how can you know how to do a business?" They don't trust me. So I purposely go and perm the hair, the big perm, and then ask Xiang bring me to buy all the suit business wear. Every day I wear to look mature, look business-like. So when people see you, this one is a business suit, so they will listen from us like what just now Kit said. Consumer, you need product, whatever you know. Before that, if people don't see you as a business people, you don't have the later on already. It doesn't matter how many knowledge, how many skill, how many data you have, you got no chance to talk. People see you already say, I don't think I follow you can be successful.
Yeah.
So if for whatever we can control is our outlook, agree or not? We can dress up immediately, agree or not? We can wear the suit, wear the dress immediately. People will see, wow, at least you look like businessman. Unless you are like Christopher, you are like Uncle Tony, you are like Xiang Jie, you have a status already, you can wear anything. People know you are successful already, ma. But before we are so successful, we don't have any title. We dress well to attract people, business-like people. That's my suggestion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, extremely important. Yeah. Finally, I just want to add that you come back to the process, whether it's male, female, whether it's young or old, ultimately you come back down to greet and qualify, right? If you really, if you have completed the qualify, then I think what is very dangerous is to generalize woman prospect, there's a certain way. Okay, man prospect, there's a certain way. Young prospect, there's a certain way. No, I think we should treat every individual prospect as an individual, that kind of respect to an individual. Then I think you are unlikely to go very far wrong in that sense. Yeah. However, I also agree that if Jenny at the moment now you're trying to approach a very successful CEO of a big multinational company, then really you should go back to the same advice I give to Zoo. You got to find a right ABC to help you to level up and talk in a way that you will garner that kind of respect and the kind of response. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Alvin.
Yes.
Christopher here. Can I also add something to your the previous slide, not this one? Yeah, about the male potential. I think you are right. Generally, you should approach both men, women, basically the same. But I think when you approach male potential business partner, my observation tend to be that guys are more attracted when you can also articulate what they like to see is the market potential, the bigger picture. First is there is why there is an interesting marketplace, business opportunity in the marketplace with regard to, say, wellness as a start, right? Then two, you talk about the efficacy of your product. And this is where learning about also one, whether the male itself has any ailments that they are going through or family members. And then knowing some bit about the testimonials that we have been exposed to and relating to the person why our product has a high efficacy. And that is the two key thing. And then after that, when you can convince the person that the product can really help people, then you can attract them a bit more on maybe the comp plan. So in some way, it is like the 5-page, but bring it into a bigger perspective of a more strategic outlook that there is a marketplace out there that could be very attractive for him to build his business. Maybe that would also be one point to approach this category of potential business partner. Thanks, Alvin.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Let me just move on. Yeah. Okay. It's this one. When I face objection, I'm often taken aback and become tongue-tied. Okay. When you discuss with your upline, you learn how to tackle the objection. But how do I untie the knot in the stomach and the tongue before the review with upline? And how do the senior prepare themselves during their early years? Not only during early years, even during now, okay? Who would like to kind of tackle this tongue-tied? Let me get a number 2 who doesn't have tongue-tied problem to answer. Xu Ling, how would you advise? This is a question by Looks, yeah? So help her to untie her knots, please.
Okay, I think when we go prospecting, be at ease. Don't be so scared and afraid. You won't die in the process. Agree? A lot of our distributors are so scared of opening their mouth, or when people ask questions, cannot answer, then stuck there already. All right? So if you are a very new distributor, say, oh, this is a very good question. I may not have the answer for you, but I will come back to you. Is it okay? You're saying the truth, right?
You want to add on a little bit about what kind of knot? Is it butterfly knot?
Yeah, what kind of objection? Is it price? Is it I have no experience? So again, understand why they have this question, why they have this objection first. So first thing, no need to be so scared or afraid. Then your prospect will feel your energy. You can't even answer my question. Why should I join you? Right? Why should I listen to you? How can you lead me? Right? So of course, this one takes time and experience. So very important in the initial part of prospecting, always good to do ABC. Don't go and prospect business partner, especially alone. Yeah. And the best is to bring them to Avita. Like this morning, wow, the whole office is so, happy. The energy is so positive, so high, everybody. And if you bring a prospect in, wow, this one is doing business, this one is cutting SA, this one is opening Cambodia. There's so many stories to tell. Yeah, but you go and prospect outside, have coffee one-to-one, then people ask you questions, you get tongue-tied already. Okay, so try to bring them to office. To me, our Avita, we have such a big showroom, and people will be impressed. Wow, you are not Tom, Dick, Harry, small peanuts. No, we have such a nice showroom, and now it's the Christmas season. It's a good time for all our distributors to bring our prospect to Avita. This is the biggest A, and there will always be A for you to leverage on.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Xu Ling. Okay, I want to do a survey here. How many of you have tongue-tied problem also?
Yeah, I would like to know what is the objection you get that you get tongue-tied?
But my diagnosis for those with tongue-tied problem, right, basically is you do not have enough repertoire.
Yeah.
Okay, you only have like 4 alphabet. out of the 26 alphabet, you only have 4 alphabet. How to form enough words, of course, tongue-tied lah, right? In other words, you are not doing enough OJT, you're not doing enough ABC, you're not present when your seniors are talking cases, you are not getting involved and listening and recording. Last time, during the time where we don't have this kind of smartphone, I still remember when Tony, Pauline are doing cases or Josephine doing cases, we'll be sticking a recorder, and the kind of recorder with a cassette tape one, then press very loud on, or then the thing, So we are so eager to learn how other seniors are talking and presenting and handling objections. So you guys, if you are tongue-tied today, you will continue to be tongue-tied tomorrow, no matter what we say tonight. Because you need to absorb enough of repertoire, enough of vocabulary, enough of words, enough of, and then whatever that you have learned, right, from ELS and all, from BOP, BOP presentations and all, are you articulating those same words? Like tonight, some of, like just now Pauline was using some words, and some of the leaders are giving some phrases. Are you recording it down? Next is, are you going to use those words? We all pay money to go and attend Big L's training. So what if he gives you 100 magic words? Question is whether are you using them so often until they become yours. Okay? So I think if you start to practice using them, then you will find that you will get better and better and better. You may
Can I
need to
share? Sorry.
Yeah, Joe, go ahead.
I share with all of you when initially when I start doing the prospecting, because at that time we don't know what is the ABC initially when we start. So when Xiangje not free, I'm the only one must go and talk to my prospect. So at that time it's like you do everything by yourself. So before I go tomorrow, they say tomorrow I'm going to meet one of my customer friends. Then I will write down all the questions possible for people will ask me. Then I will write down, if they ask me too expensive, what should I reply? How should I reply? Then if they ask me this question, how should I reply? Then I will write down a question, write down an answer. Then I will repeat and read. Then I will think of if they ask me another question, what will I reply? So that means in my brain, in my mind, I already role play one time for myself, prepare for tomorrow. So tomorrow, maybe out of 10 questions, they will ask me or 1 or 2. But I roughly, because last time I already practiced, roughly you know what to answer. So that's how I practice myself. And then like what Alvin said, whenever the Maria Moon come here, how they handle the cases or discuss, are we all recording? Then come back to listen and take a notes. So this is how we learn. So I would suggest, that's why role play is very important. They say tomorrow you are going to meet your this a friend or prospect. Role play with your upline. Then the upline to play is at that time I don't have this chances. Xiangje play the ABC with me. So I write down all the questions and then I role play myself. So I think of as many of a people will ask all kinds of objection. Then I write down all the answer, whatever in my ability. So at this 比较安心啦. You have some. At least you know all these questions. If tomorrow people ask you, you roughly can answer a little bit. That's how I grow. So I think now you have online, you can role play with your online. This is very important. So when you meet your prospect, and then sometimes if you are really a new prospect, normally we are online, downline, talk together. Don't go and talk to your prospect without discuss with your online by yourself. Then of course the chances of you don't know how to answer is very high. Because number 1, you never discuss with your online. Number 2, never role play. Number 3, depends on yourself. Unless you are so capable that all the DP already, then we can do chop by ourselves. But if you are new, you are just learning, you are growing. I think this part is very important. Discuss with your online, role play, and then prepare yourself. And then if can, online OJT, just now we are saying, you can listen, learn how to my online answer. Oh, this part can answer in this way. How come my online never answer? By using a question to answer this person, then can come up even more information. So use a question to lead the yes until he cannot reject you. This is the art of the communication, and you must listen, you must design your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's carry on, yeah? Okay, prospecting, one more. How to convince people who are already taking supplement which they think are effective to switch to Salogen? Is there any presentation with commission numbers which could assure prospect that Avita could provide indeed a sustainable stream of income? Aha. The second question, how come upline never? Second question is by who? By Elizabeth, right? Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Upline did share with me, I forgot.
So upline's fault now. Upline, you go and
No,
do
not
the
not
right
not
page.
upline's fault. I say I forgot.
No, it's fault already. I think Josephine will demote Mary to PD tomorrow. Okay, how to convince people who are already taking supplement? Okay, who can help with this? Come, Wendy. Quick one. We are going to speed up a little bit.
Okay, can you ask the person what are they taking the supplements for?
Okay, Pauline, take over.
Okay. Yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Ask them, why are you taking these supplements? What are you taking them for? Then you ask them, are they working?
Yeah. So they are already taking supplements for their whichever sickness that they have, and they find that it's working. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because sometimes they do take supplements which actually don't really work,
Yeah.
So if sometimes they do reply that, well, they do work, but not really to my satisfaction or whatever. Then they say, do you want to try something that really works?
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm thinking maybe in the qualifying part,
yeah,
these people are happy with what they are taking. So perhaps, they are not at that moment, they're not looking for something else.
because when they're taking something, they expect the thing to work for them. So they subconsciously
yeah.
feel that they are working, but they can just be maintaining the same level, not getting worse. But if you want something that really works and change your whole physical self and your energy level, then you can tell them, look, would you like to try something which actually works very well to whatever problem they have? And I know people who have taken it and they've experienced tremendous change. I don't know whether it can help you in that way or not, but would you like to try it?
And another one is most of people taking supplement is like individual effect. It's not like one supplement can cover everything, correct or not? So in this way, you must ask them what kind of supplement, how many supplement they are taking.
Yeah.
So if one thing can replace the 5 supplements you are taking and give you even more effect, are you interested to find out?
Yeah.
And save your money also.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
No, you have to pay. Yeah. You come back later when you have time, okay? I want to finish.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's be fair to those who actually put in the question,
sure.
okay? Yeah. I just want to have one closing remark that you are lucky to have people who are already taking supplement. In other words, they are already educated that supplementation is good for them, right? So you only need to find out whether they have a need and whether they want to try. Okay? Yeah. Good. Thank you. All right, now with the premium product we share with people. And for me, it's not always hope to grow them as my business partner. This is what she say, just for their consumption. As for some, they may come in for the good products and at the same time hope to tap on it and thinking they can earn quick bucks. But after learning, it is a process of educating and equipping and to grow a team, then can reach their monetary goal. So need advice to address to this group of people so as not to lose them. This question is by Eileen. Okay, by Eileen. Eileen, where are you? Okay, yeah. So Kit, what's your response to this?
My first thing is, are they even the right business partners here? One thing to tap upon, because if they're taking a quick bucks, and you know that this business definitely takes time, and if you cannot be doing a quick bucks, then I would say that is it even the right business partner you're consuming? You are considering to want to. I mean, that's why I said selecting business partners are as important. It's not just anybody. Also, you want to become business partners. I couldn't quite get the end of like, not to lose them, or are they already your consumers? Because if they're already your consumers and they join the benefits of it, then fine. I mean, one good way is, if they are willing to do the retail model, that will do away with, of course, the need to build a team or mentor a team, and it help to subsidize some of them. So you can say, yeah, if you can share with more people and more people take, it can help to subsidize some of your consumption and help you to consume cheaper. That would be one alternative for what we call the retail customers mentality.
Okay, thank you, Eileen. So at the end, come back to the process of grid qualify. Yeah. So selecting your right business partner is quite important before you jump in head on and expend all your energy and time into it. Yeah. Okay, now we move to another category, which is uplining, right? There are quite a few questions here as well, and some are pretty good questions, and I think we are all going to learn together about this. So the first one is, what are the necessary skill and qualities needed in order to manage and grow a team? Oh, this is a big one, yeah? Okay, this is a big one. What would be some of the advice from who is here? Okay, Wendy, just now, Pauline robbed off your chance. So now you get to talk.
Okay. Now, I
From
think
your own experience also, yeah.
I think for those who are already on the business for a period of time, yeah, we all know that we meet all different kinds of people, and our downline partners have all got different needs. So some do full-time, some do part-time, some do no time, some do I don't know what time. Okay.
Sometimes.
How to manage? Because not everyone is the same. Not everyone is in primary one. Okay, and they do the same thing. No. Okay, so I think if you ask me, what I will always tell my downlines partner is, if you're seriously wanting to grow this business, and if you want to make an income out of it, commitment must be there. So two things that if every one of us will do is good enough to start and grow your team. Number one will be plugging into our AES. Why? Because we all want to do this professionally. So the person want to be a professional, isn't it? Now, plugging into the AES is so important. We all know why. That's why we are here, right? The other two, the second one, which is more important, is to plug into the culture. Okay, why do I say that?
Keep your answers precise, yeah?
Okay, I tell my downlines, you only attend event when you have guests. No guests, I don't see you. So when you attend, you can leverage on so many people. Then if you don't have guests, you don't come, then you do not leverage on you. So these people are not into the culture. The culture of Avita is we are always together, supporting one another, regardless, upline, downline, sidelines. So plugging into the culture is very important. If you ask me how to manage and grow a team, these two things, if you do well, I think you're good to go.
Okay, good. And I have also one simple one line answer to this. I will then say to all of you, who among the PA, the DP, the PD leaders inspire you? Okay, in whatever fashion, in whatever cutting, and then ask yourself, what are some of the skills and qualities they can that has helped them to manage and grow their team. So you can actually learn from many of us. Right? This business is not something new that started like 2 years ago. It's been around for a while. And you definitely have different downlines who you want to model after some successful happening that has already happened before over the last like 15, 18 years. Yeah. Okay. Now, next, this is also an interesting one. I love to leave potential partners to grow at their own pace, but many a times I'm more committed to them than they are to me. And this makes me appear very more red to them, and some find it that I stress them out, especially if they have no good progress. This only tells me that my team or partner is not big enough. Hence, I keep concentrating on only that few. Is it correct? should I first groom the field before looking for more partner? Or should I just continue to talent hunt and get more partners in and don't concentrate on the few that I have currently in the team? How many of you have something similar here? Come. Ubo. Have, okay, quite a few of you. Okay, let me ask Pauline to answer this. Come, because you also have a lot of team, including mine and including so many others. So Pauline, what is this dilemma, right? Should I nurture that few until they 成才 and become a graduate, or should I go and keep looking for new blood?
I think you should still nurture and look for new blood at the same time. Yeah, you can spend some time on the people who are already in your team. You know, and I always believe that we lead by example. Show them how to do the business, show them how to speak to people, and so long as they can grasp the basic skills, then when you see them progressing, then you encourage them, and then you still keep on looking for new people, right? But don't give up on those people who you think are slower to catch on, because there are some people who are a bit slower, some are faster. So you got to study each person individually. You must have empathy to their issues, to their problems, so that you can address them as and when required. And it's a continuous process. This is all continuous. You don't start and stop, you know, as and when. You just continuously groom insofar as you see they need your help. Yes. And it is like I said, it is not just doing this first and then doing another thing. It's all together. It's a fluid thing. You go and help people who you think need help at that moment. Right. And of course, sometimes you think that you may appear more red because you want to put more emphasis to them. You want to push them a bit more because you feel they're not moving fast enough. And of course, you worry because you want them to progress. But some people are slower than others. So you must have empathy. You must have look at their problem. You must see what situations they face and help them. Okay, so there's, like I said, it is a continuous thing. You continue to talent hunt and get partners in, and at the same time still going back to your old ones. Okay, so never give up on anyone. Some are slower, some are faster. I will not give up with anyone. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Just one point here is that when you look down on your downline group, okay, you must be conscious that they are also upline, they're looking down on you.
Yeah.
So it is a constant upgrading of every one of us. Right? So if you are at this stage and you can't speak BOP, you can't do workshop, you can't do anything, and you just want your downline to improve, okay,
Yeah.
you will come to a point whereby they also look at you and say, you also don't know what you asked me to do, right?
Yeah.
So you get this kind of stuck, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was always tell my downlines that I will not ask you to do anything I will not do myself.
Good. Yeah. Let this be written down by all of you. Okay. Don't do unto others what you don't do yourself also. Okay.
Because if you do that, you end up managing a team.
Correct. And not leading. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, this is related to just now that question also. I have downlines who like to be PD, but are scared to commit their time to Avita and said they will just refer instead. What to do, huh? How to manage my very busy new partner? That's another question by another person who is something similar. How many of you have got people like that? You want them to become more than they want to become themselves. Ubo? Have not? Angie? Yeah, one of your questions here, right? All right.
Yay, Alvin.
Yeah, okay, come. And let me invite Gina. What will you say?
I think it's very much similar to what we tackled earlier about we are more interested in growing this person, the upline more interested than the person themselves. So I think it's a collaboration. I always like to call it a collaboration rather than just uplining is about collaborating, and you go one step, I go another step. So I think it's you cannot say I want to grow a business, but I do not want to work.
You want a cake and you want to eat
You
it.
cannot be like, oh, I want to be fit, but I don't want to do exercise. It cannot It cannot be like that. So no matter how much you watch an exercise video, if you don't move, you also cannot be fit, right? So I would use that analogy as well. Alvin.
Thank you. Yeah. So I come back to this, yeah, again, process. Where is the problem? The problem is here. Agree? You qualify. This person has a need. Want to fire the boss. He has a want. He want to become millionaire, but unwilling to do anything or not capable of doing anything. Then jialat lah, you know. Then I think you have actually misqualified this individual. Okay, if you go to anywhere and you ask how many of us want to be millionaire, you will get all the hands shot up into the air. But how many are willing to do what it takes, and how many are capable of actually learning and actually practicing it? You won't get a lot. Okay, so it is this problem here, and I would say that these people, I wouldn't want to use the word cold storage, but you let the fella, you know, glide along lah, because otherwise it become a drain on your time and your resources. This is also kind of similar. After a meetup, keep saying okay, but then stop responding to follow up. When we meet again, she's excited again. Okay, she said to do example name listing, but it becomes difficult to follow up afterward again. Right? So even attended our big events, met some of our leaders, assured her of our team support, etc., etc. You have done everything, and this person still won't move. What to do? What to do? I tell you, you must identify these kind of people. They are called vampires.
Suck your blood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, suck your time, suck your energy, you know, and then every time, wow, give you a morphine jab, you know, wow, you're happy, wow, my downline is gonna move. And after that, don't follow up. I mean, not responding. Yeah. So vampire, cold storage, okay? But don't need to drive the stick across into the heart, yeah. Okay. Next. Any recommendation on the best way to balance the time and resources to support various team members, especially when the PD themselves are still learning? In other words, PD themselves are 6:30. They're not quite able to be self-sufficient. You are still needed to do all their jobs, but then they are now growing. So what to do, right? Who asked this question? So what to do? Let me invite Joey Tan. Can give some advice to this person who is not your downline.
Come again. Yeah, you are saying, okay, PD, but still don't know how to do the work. Right.
You read. You read.
Yeah. You never put on the slide, eh?
Huh?
There is the slide.
Have. Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Ubo.
Yeah. Have. I
Okay.
didn't click that. I think important, especially when they become PD. When they become PD, they must realize that they have to learn to be able to at least the product knowledge, all this to be able to do by themselves. I think starting product knowledge is a must. Then of course, in terms of managing their team, you have to allocate your time, because main thing is they have to. I feel the PD must come back to you, or I won't say report but at least let you know, okay, this week, next week, what am I going to do with my team, all this. I feel it's important because they have to take out some of this responsibility to manage. I won't say manage, also to actually lead their team to their own style. If we were to keep on doing that, then they are just following our style. So no, to me, no need. Yeah, they can lead with their own style, but at least they let you know, so that whenever they need the support, the diamond, all this, we are there to support them. So I think that part, first and foremost, is very important. And the second one, I feel that as a PD, they must be very aware for themselves, because PD is people that to me, is my definition is they really want to do the business. They really want to earn a certain amount of money. So I always will more or less like let them dictate their target, yeah, their goal. For me, you all know, I always based on PV, especially their own PD group. Very, very important. As a PD, your group volume is very, very crucial. So you can only measure those things that you can check. You cannot measure a person growth. Yeah, you cannot measure your downline, how fast they are or how good they are. Yeah, they may be able to talk. Some of them they can talk very well, but no result, no PV every month. So what's the point? So to me, measuring based on your PD group volume, very, very crucial as a PD group. Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So to respond, one more thing here is that it's really the subtle art of uplining. Do you all agree? Right? I say subtle because it is but the good news is that you have got PDs. Yeah, yeah. So it's not like you don't have PDs, no. So it's a fantastic problem to have in that sense, yeah. So now if you can focus on what would need to be beefed up for PD number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, then I think you're gonna cut in a way that is more like Joey said, more measurable. Yeah. If this person is very poor in doing 5-page, then no choice, then you got to jump down and do 5-page for that PD, right? Correct. But if you, on the other hand, as an upline, if you keep doing things for your downline, then your downline also cannot grow, ma. Yeah. So you got to be very careful with this subtle art of uplining, when you should help and when you should create a situation for them to step up and rise up and become independent of you. Okay. So this is a very subtle, and you have to tread along. It's a knack, like it's a knack. Yeah, you get a knack of it as you go along.
Can I just add something?
Yeah, otherwise you become like that, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, otherwise become like that. No? Wow, 真麻烦了. Okay. Yeah, Pauline, go ahead.
Yes, I think we should always try to empower our PDs. Okay. So when they become PDs, you watch them from afar and see how, like what Joey says, how they're performing on PD group volume, and then guide them as they go along so that they will feel empowered when they're dealing with their team members. We do not take over, the job of the PDs, but you guide them and tell them what to do to empower themselves. Okay.
And I'm grateful to Pauline because when I was a GA, she gave me a lot of opportunity. And she said, yeah, you do the 5-page, or you do the, that time don't have 5-page. The time was like, you do the complaint explanation. Then after I've done it right, whether I've done it right, done it wrong, but after that, she'll review with me. Then the next time around, I become better. And then she and Josephine and Pauline will give me the opportunity. As a GA, I went on stage and do BOP. Right? So we try, right? And now I think we have to be more proactive and gung-ho sometimes, to create a stage for yourself. I won't die one, okay? Enjoy this business like that, yeah? Otherwise, all your downline are like baby, then you become 八爪鱼, okay? Now, the next question is this. Have challenges between hunting for new business partner and customer versus allocating time to supporting the existing team and business partner. Any word or practical advice on how to manage this? This is a situation of revolving door, right? Isn't it? So if you keep bringing people in, this is related to just now one more question also, right? You keep bringing people in, but you don't develop them, then you will be even busier. Now you have even more downline, but all your downline are all 6:30. So this is a challenge. How many of you are facing this challenge in somewhat? Hands up. Yeah. So how do you create opportunity for your downline and also for yourself? And be mindful how many of your uplines are creating opportunity for you as well. Right? Then the question is, do you seize those opportunities? If I invite, okay, so and so, would you like to be my MC for tonight? Oh no, this one no, cannot. Yeah, 1,001 excuse. Then one more opportunity gone. Right? If there's an opportunity to, hey, we'd like to speak this particular workshop or this particular topic or co-speak with me on this occasion, No, they are not confident, whatever. Oh, another opportunity gone. So if you are always stuck below, how are your downline going to rise up? Because you have very little to actually advise them, right? You have very little skill. You can't see beyond 2 story, you know. While all your upline is trying to level you up to 10 story, right? So at the 10 story, you can close GA, you can close challenging PD, you can close PD as well. But if you can't even close SA and you're not willing to step up and actually do that, then you will have a problem, right? Because you cannot imagine something bigger than closing SA in that sense. Yeah. So I hope that we kind of like rise up to this. And I think you don't need to be a PD even to understand this. Yeah. Even as a GA, many of you should be moving on. Everyone who enter into your revolving door, don't let it go up or let it go up. Yeah. Get up to the first level, second level, third level. Okay, and then keep rising higher and higher. Okay. Now there's a question here about how to align with your upline and team when we are all in different countries. This is a distributed team problem. With different managing style and talking about it didn't really help. Okay, so how do you reckon that we can solve this, especially for some of you who are trying to open up new markets as well? Yeah. Okay. And is Josephine here?
Yes.
Would you like to, because all the remote and distributed leaders are all within our network, your network, what would your advice be for many of these leaders here?
But this question is well, I don't understand the last, that talking about it didn't really help. What does that mean? Who asked this question?
Yun Ting, would you like to elaborate?
Yun Ting?
I think can take out the spotlight, so that we can see everybody rather than speaking. Can someone help to remove the spotlight?
Okay, when I say talking about it, it's more of like depending on whether upline or downline, you try to find out their needs and wants again, because some of them has already discussed, they are very all fired up. Then later on, then they need to follow up again. Then they cool down again, and then we are in different countries.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? So when you talk to them, they are very fired up. After your online talk to them, they become cool down.
No. As in, when I talk to them, they were okay, we'll do this, we'll do that. Then when I'm not in the country, then we'll continue with Zoom and all that. Then the fire is not as hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here has some scenario, and then what is the prospecting stage? Okay, when you talk to this person, they say you are in Singapore because you are staying in Melbourne, ma. So are you saying in Singapore you try to hit up some people are very hard up already, but after that you go back to your country, right? So and this person after that you Zoom, then become cool down. So what my suggestion to you will be, when you come back here to meet someone, must plug into our company system, must bring them to the office, must bring them to the team know them. So while you are away, this person won't feel so lonely. And then the fire will not be cool off. Because here continuously we have a lot of event, we have a lot the training courses, so you can plug in. And then of course, the number one things, I feel like to you, Zoom to prospecting, no issue. Because you are the Zoom PD. When you join, it's all through Zoom. And all your people are all in Singapore and you are in Melbourne, right? But it's successful can do. So what do you do at that time?
No, I'm talking about existing distributors in my team.
Existing, that means already your downline. So my suggestion, do you have a regular meeting with your team? As a PD group, do you have a regular meeting with your team?
Not anymore, because they don't turn up.
Okay. So if they don't turn up, sometimes you must ABC or leverage. What's the reason they don't turn up? We ask ourselves, if I hold a meeting, nobody turn up, what was the reason? Initially, maybe got people turn out, slowly lesser and lesser. So what's the reason? So that means this meeting maybe didn't serve the purpose. Or this meeting come to this meeting, don't know what to do. So after that, after a while, people will feel like, if I go, don't go, same one. Don't need to go long. Anything, I just ask you, and then you just tell me. So that means lost the purpose of the meeting. So to me, like previous question, if the PD is not up to the level to the ability to do their own thing. Why? Because a lot of time until now, I still see DP helping senior PD to do 5-page. Let me ask every one of you here, how many of you until now still cannot do 5-page, cannot talk about business plan, marketing plan? If you are not, talk about 5-page and business plan, not only when you are PD then can talk, DP then can talk. VIP, as long as you are doing the business, you must know how to talk already. So if everyone, the mentality is, as long as I want to do a business, but I don't have money, I start from VIP. I want my upline train me, I can talk 5-page. Then I practice, I can talk 5-page. You don't let your business depend on someone can help you to do 5-page. So they say you only depends on, they say only depends on Wendy. So Wendy not around, the whole team jialat now. Nobody can do 5-page. Nobody can close GA. So Alvin's team only depends on Alvin. Then Alvin not around jialat now. Then gone now. So that means our business only depends on few people can do 5-page to do the business. Scary or not? Hello, we are all spend time to do this business. So make sure you equip everything you can talk. But you may not as good as your upline. But the more you talk, the more you can get better. Agree or not? Practice can make better, right? So some of the even better is come to office, help other team talk 5-page. Because the other people's people is okay. Not your own people. Joking lah.
Okay, go back to these questions, so that we don't go Li Ti.
Okay. So
Okay.
Yun Ting, I will suggest you you can realign your team again.
Yeah.
Ask them, realign your team. Then go back to the basic. What is the reason they join the business? What do they want to achieve? So what is their goal? So we align this goal together. And then how can we achieve this goal? Then you got a lot of things can plan already. Then planning must meeting then we have regular meeting already. Okay, this is my suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this one, I don't want to waste time on this. Let's go on. Just now, actually, Yun Ting's question has got something to do with new market also, yeah? Okay, so there's this person here who asked this. I have this phobia when I want to expand overseas market. That's how I lost my local team in my previous MLM business platform. This phobia makes me restrict myself from going all out to grow my Avita business. I know I still have many contacts to reach out to both locally and overseas. So what are the skills and tools needed in order to expand into the new market? Okay. I know that many of us are thinking about expanding into new markets. In fact, for the most of this year, a lot of us have been traveling. But I think I would like to kind of highlight something. Then after that, I think I'll open up to some of the leaders here for add-on, yeah. I have this simple advice to all of us, when to open up new market, okay? So the first thing is, I would say, when your local teams are semi-auto, are quite self-sufficient, and are by themselves PV generating. In other words, with or without you, your local teams are able to do most of the work, or at least half of the work. Then, when you start to travel overseas and open an overseas market, where you will need to spend a lot of time, then your local team will not suddenly kaput die. Agree? Number one. Okay. Now, number two, if you have done number one, then you will have accumulated enough experience by which time you will have undergone sufficient learn and do experiences to become personally competent. Competent in what? In our business are prospecting, presenting a 5-page, presenting BOP, closing, and then leading your team. Agree? If you can do number 2, then you are personally effective. Agree? And then number 3 comes in, by which time you should also be ready to start to teach, because when you're growing a team in a new country, you cannot just expect other leader to go fly in there and teach them on your behalf. No. You must be able to now lead them and teach them in doing the do and learn and do, learn and do, learn and do, which means it's the art of uplining. So if your number 1, number 2, number 3 conditions are not there, and you want to go overseas and expand, now especially dangerous is when you don't even have a local team. Then you will face the dichotomy of every time you fly, then you spend a lot of money on airfare, on a hotel, but you're not sure. You're not sure whether the overseas team are there or not. Then you have problem with aligning with the overseas team because they could be just 1 person, maybe 2 person only. But when they have a prospect to meet, you're not there. So how are you going to grow that team? So you are always in this dichotomy and this dilemma, go or don't go. Invest the time, especially for those of you who are still on a job, how many days of leave have you got? So these are some of the real experiences and real questions that you have to ask yourself. When are you ready to open a new market? I know opening a new market is very sexy. Right? It beef up our ego also. Wow, fly here, fly there, like super multinational company CEO like that. Okay, but there are some hard truth here. Yeah, because you must have the 真功夫, you must have the real 功夫 to open up a new market. But when you don't have, and you grow too fast, and then you have like 2, 3 people here, 3, 4 people there, 1, 2 fella there, then the question is, how do you align this team? So this is actually related to just now that question as well. Okay.
Can I add on?
Any leaders here would like to add on?
Yeah,
Joe,
can
please.
I add on? So okay, I think for our business, I don't think any one of us will purposely want to go open which overseas country, but it's by design. Because we have so many countries, we don't have any restrict for the country. So maybe your friend, you happen to you are this downline in Singapore, know someone in Malaysia, or know someone in Hong Kong, or know someone in Cambodia. Then that's why you go in there. But here I want to share with you is for we to do the network marketing business. Of course, when people are interested, especially for overseas, you can assess first. If that one is only the customer, and then you must ask, like what Alvin said, ask ourselves, am I ready to open the overseas market? Sometimes I don't want to open the overseas market, but Stunlight bring us to that. You see? So when we go there, we can go there to take a look, see the market. But you must evaluate, evaluate 就是评估 evaluate the downline over there in overseas. Are they potential business partner? Customer, we cannot focus for the overseas. Okay? But are they potential business partner? But sometimes it's really good. Like Tinky, go to Philippines, Chini is a potential business partner. That's how the whole Philippines open up. But if they say this is a business partner, they tell not commit or don't know whether want or don't want, you must know when to stop. That means they say, for example, I go Hong Kong. Then the Hong Kong business partner initially very want, and then we go there to establish, we go there to help. But throughout the way, slowly, the commitment is done there. I must know when to stop. So then I move my whole focus to my local team, to my other people. So in network marketing, we always say you do near rather than do far. 从由近而远，做近的先 from near, from your local country start, because this is the most convenience. You see, most convenience is and most resources in Singapore. They say you are in Singapore, you are in Philippines, or you are in Malaysia. And then from there, they turn when you are more mature, then you can go overseas. I like Japan. I really want to go and open Japan. Then you can go open Japan. But our business nature is like downline bring us there. But as the leader, you must evaluate whether it's worth for this trip to go. Are they your business partner? So they say initially, yes, but later on become like half commitment. Then you must know when to stop. Then move your focus to other people. That's my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Then now we come to the last category, which is personal growth. There are quite a few questions here as well. Not sure whether we have time to complete all, but let's focus on a few. How do I keep myself focused towards my goal? Quite a few of you are asking quite similar question here. What does it take to be a millionaire in this business? It's very interesting. If your millionaire is your target, then your focus is there. Then unless your millionaire dream is a fake dream, right? Then you have a problem with the focus. So ultimately, is what is it that you want? Second question is, how do we stay motivated and overcome setback? Similar, right? I'd like to hear more sure way about mind setting from everyone, please, especially turning negative thoughts into powerful positive ones, like how to reset your brain faster. How do you stay motivated in the middle of all your personal struggles? Okay. Now, anybody want to respond to this? How to stay focused? Joey Tan, you've been staying focused for the past 17 years. Yeah. What is one or two tips that you have for quite a few of them who are asking this question?
Wow. Who asked this question?
Okay, hands up, those who ask this question. Your downline. Don't like that lah. Yeah.
Okay, I think
Yong.
I feel, I mean, I have shared many times, ESBI, Robert Kiyosaki, perfect, the cash flow quadrant. I always share that, yeah, for us to really want to move from the active income bracket to the passive income bracket, it's not just about we want, it's about mindset shift. So a lot of time, if we leave it to ourselves, we will tend to go back to our own comfort zone. Correct? No? Y'all think about it. I mean, even today, you can see me, if whenever I'm around in Singapore, I make myself to try to go to the office. Because even for me, if I were to stay at home, yeah, very comfortable, I will tend to do my own thing. I will tend to listen to music. I will tend to read book. Yeah, I tend to do a lot of things. Then I will then lose focus. So that's for me. But each of you, you have to find your own way, right? Yeah, you may be somebody who are more active, more you must talk to people kind. Then you got to find your way to get yourself focused. There are many books that Alvin, Josephine, we are always advocate to read. Do you read all this? So it's very important to first and foremost furnish ourselves to that kind of level first. Or else, imagine we want to move from an employee to a business owner. How to do that? The reason there are successful business people, and the reason there are many businessmen who fail, there is a big reason. They are disciplined, they are focused. And that's what I feel. So, and by coming to the office, I always feel that I'm meeting the positive people. Yeah, Wendy are there. Very positive. Miss Lee, CEO, always there whenever she will give encouragement. So it's important for us to surround ourselves with positive people. If we stay at home, yeah, again, we go back to our whatever level that we are at. So how are you going to improve yourself? Not easy. Yeah, not easy. So you must surround yourself with more and more people who are successful and more positive. That's the only way I feel, yeah, that you have to do that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And be cautious. For those of you who are struggling with these questions, you'll find that if your why is not very strong, the way you're going to brand yourself is going to be very weak or very vague. Do you agree? Right? Because if you're not very clear whether Avita is the boat that is going to carry you to the deep blue ocean, right? Then you will find it very difficult to attract people to board your boat, okay, to go on this adventure together. So that strength of convictions is that power of attraction, okay? So to the degree that you are very clear of where you are going, your destination will be the degree of your magnetism for you to attract good business partner into you. So it's not just about methodically or eloquently explaining the 5-page. It's the conviction that you exude from inside out. Yeah. Okay. The next question is quite similar, so I'm going to skip this. Okay, it is also about your conviction about my why in doing this business, except that this particular question here has one thing important for some of you. I feel that my why is to help people to gain their health, but majority of my clients didn't seem to have benefited from it anyway, in any way, and they turn to other supplement. So obviously, you become disappointed. So my question is, am I suited to do this business? So this self-questioning mode stems from the fact that, is it very, very clear that your why in doing this business is to help people? Because if your why is really to help people, right, why will you let how many clients, right? So it's a law of average. How many clients are you talking about here that didn't seem to have benefited? I also have people who bought Celogen from me and didn't continue, right? Right? How many of us have people who buy Celogen from us and then subsequently didn't continue? How many of us come? We all look at the screen. Josephine also, me also, Joey also. I mean, all the diamond also, right? But if you allow a few of these people to rob you of the chance to help even more people, then I will question that your why, is it the real why or is it a fake why? Okay, so it is about you questioning back yourself on this journey. Where are you heading in terms of destination? I don't believe if you have 100 clients, right, all 100, then you are damn unlucky. Okay, but if you have 10 clients who didn't get the benefit, and then you stop, but you could have eventually produced 100 clients and only 10 of them didn't benefited from this. Okay, so put your perspective right. Okay, the law of the large number is very, very important in guiding you. Okay, don't just say I sell to 5 clients and 5 clients say no good, and then that's it. You know, you kill your own business dream. Then that is very unfortunate. Okay. Now, this is also quite an interesting question. How do I become more patient in this business? In terms of being rejected again and again, probably talking to a prospect for a while and then they change their mind and feeling that my progress is very slow. How do we balance our MLM business with other commitments like work, family, or personal life? Okay, come. Siu Ling, you would like to give some advice to this person who is not your downline?
Okay. MLM to me is a marathon. It's not a short sprint. Along the way, it's normal to face objection, rejection, and all that. Yeah. So it's how you stay focused. When I started Arbita, I was also working. I was doing my TCM course. I'm doing Arbita. I have 3 pipelines running concurrently. So I learned from Alvin that staying focused and time management is very, very important. Yeah. To me, Alvin can stretch his 24 hours to 48 hours. I learned some trick from him. Yeah. So it's how you allocate. To me, when you do Arbita, you focus on doing Arbita. When you work, you really put your heart in working. Don't try working and think about Arbita and then work Arbita, then, oh, my work has not completed. Then you will never be at the here and now. So wherever you are, be here and now. Then you find that your time can be multiplied and you can do a lot of things. And then your success will be fast track. And then you don't see yourself thinking about, what could have been done or what should be done. Yeah. So this is my own personal journey in Arbita for the past, since 2009, 15 years. Okay. Of course, along the way, we learn, we make mistakes. And I would say it's okay to make mistakes, especially, but don't repeat the mistake twice. If you repeat your mistake twice, that means that we never learn our lesson. You want to fail faster, fail, forward faster. That is by Dr. John C. Maxwell. In the beginning of the year, ask as many questions as possible and you learn, from those who are successful, and then stay very focused, because along the way, there will be a lot of distraction. So your time is very, very precious. Don't let people steal your time. To me, you can earn more money, but you cannot earn more time. Chinese 一寸光阴一寸金，寸金难买寸光阴. It means time is much more precious than, money. But do we let every hour make every second, minute, hour counts? This is our own, a lot of people will say, they want, but they never commit the time. They go and watch Korean movie, they go and do a lot of things. No time to do avatar, right? Then they say, how come avatar, I'm not successful? Whatever you focus, your energy will be there. And when you really focus, the universe will open all the doors to help you to be succeed, provided you are very focused. This is my own personal journey. Okay, hope it helped.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So it takes courage to say no to doing certain things. It's very easy to yes, or your friend asks you to go and watch movie, go and do this, go and play golf, go and do whatever. It's very easy to say yes. It takes courage to say no. And it takes courage to say no in order to preserve your time also, in that sense. Yeah. Okay, next is okay, so this is the pain of Kit. So Kit actually wrote, and I think when he wrote this, tears roll down also, okay? So for PD Kit's case, he says, who is juggling career and building the avatar business, where should the priority be on? Else it's like everything also seem important and require attention, but there's only so much time and resources to deal with it. How? Pauline, what would be your advice to our dear Kit? He's your down line, my
Yes, I
precious
know.
downline, So you look at Kit now, yeah, poor
I
Kit.
really feel for you, kid. I
Yeah.
always wonder myself how you manage to juggle it. Remember, I just asked you recently that as well, because many people are saying that, and I'm using you as an example. I say, if Kid can do it, so can you.
Now Kit is finding it juggling.
So now I got to look for another example for you.
So is this a good news or bad news for Kit? Let's look at it.
Yeah, it's how you handle it, Kid, because yeah, I know it is a really a situation where you need to balance everything, and it's not easy. It's easier said than done, yeah? Isn't it right? So I think you just have to prioritize what is more important at that particular juncture, Every time you face a situation where you need to make a decision, you ask yourself, which is my priority? Yeah, it is not an end-all answer. It is case by case, when you face certain situation. Yeah, would that help more?
I think I know the answer, but it's
Yeah, you know the answer, right?
I think
Kit,
Joey,
Kit,
I can see
Kit,
Joey's face.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that time I was sharing, right? Yeah, I see yourself in my shoe that time.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I have the fortune of that at that time while at this stage, one of my contractor boss, he's a boss himself. He know what I'm doing, and he said very sincerely to me and candidly to me that he said that he called me Jitek. He said, Jitek, you will come a time whereby you have to decide. So he said that you cannot stand on two boats and try to balance. So that's why that at that time, money is important to me. That's why I use 80% of the average income of Avita, and that is my target. Once it hit that, I totally let go. But you got to bite the bullet, because at that time, just like you, my income was 5-figure. So it really take a lot of guts and take a lot of your own, what do you really want in life lah. Yeah. Oh, so you got to come to that crunch time. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Hats
I
off to
say
you,
the same
Joey.
thing. Congratulations, because it could have been you without any downline juggling you.
Yeah, that is a different set of
Yeah,
problems,
that
right?
would be a sad story, right? But now you have an enviable situation. I hope that you will come to the point of decision soon, huh? Okay. All right. Now this one is I've seen you, Paul, relate with new people, and you were so cool, welcoming, and focused. How do you develop yourself to be that, Paul? Or was it natural for you to be one? Lana, are you there? Or Lana no longer here?
Here.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're asking this question of me, is it?
Yes, and all the leaders, but primarily with you because when you visited, we just saw you met new people during the meeting with DP Genie.
Yeah. So you were impressed with me now. But let me tell you, once upon a time, I will ask the person who was like vomiting blood seeing me in operation. Okay, that is Pauline Lim, my upline. Okay. So Pauline, instead of me talking about myself, why don't you share that anyone actually, okay, with the commitment to change and to improve, right, can be improved upon. I hope I'm right lah.
I think, Lana, you are quite natural yourself. I have spoken to you, and you don't have to have ulterior motives, when you talk to people. Be authentic, be very open to them, and of course, people will be open to you as well. It's reciprocal. So, you just have to be a cool person, a friendly person, a welcoming person, and you will get the same response from the other party. Okay, and I think you are quite good, you're quite natural. I've spoken to you, and I'm sure when you speak to a prospect, that will come forth as well. Yeah, so don't have ulterior motives when you go out to talk to someone, because that will shine through when you speak to them. Okay, be open-minded and just very generous in your talk to them, welcome them and see how you can help them. It's very natural. Yeah, so ulterior motives, going there with their motive, is the most dangerous thing, actually. People can sense it and they will see it straight away.
Okay, so I wasn't like that.
No.
Once upon a time, it was through lots of feedback from Pauline and also Josephine, that gradually, but I was willing to change. That's most important.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think what is very important for Angie and Lana, Angie, you must create more situation for Lana to taste a bit of blood. Meaning, small success will lead on to bigger success and then lead on to bigger success. So when Lana, you are able to sign your own GA, your own direct GA by yourself, the first case, the break the egg, that is very important. Then that will give you a bit more confidence that, the way I approach it this way, I could explain it this way, I get the effect. So you need to taste a bit more blood to become a full-blown vampire in that sense. Okay, so working on small successes, building towards bigger successes is what every single one of us as upline must help our downline to accomplish and to experience. Okay, but of course, if the downline is a vampire himself, like who was the one who says that hot up a bit and then after that cool off, disappear, don't respond to you, then there's nothing you can do lah. Okay, so those are the people that you can't do anything. Yeah, if they're not willing to step forward and work with you, then there's nothing you can do. Yeah. Okay, Lana. And then you ask another question. You say that what has been keeping you going for almost 2 decades? Similar to Joey, every one of us have our own motivation. Every one of us have our own nuclear engine that is inside you, propelling you towards a direction that you want to go. The question is, are you clear where you want to go? And you can choose whatever you because it's your life. Every one of us is different in that sense. Yeah. Then do you ever have downtimes? Of course. Ayo, the first time I The very first customer of mine, I gave them one set of diffuser. He kept it for 3 months, and then after that, he returned to me brand new. Wow, I tell you, I almost cried, man. I almost jumped down from my window, right? Because the ego is shattered, right? But you need this kind of baptism of fire, in other words. Then after a while, you become more and more invincible. As long as you don't give up, I think that's very important. Okay. And
Can
of
I
course,
just, yeah, sorry,
of course,
sorry.
I just want to say also that each time I have a problem, I have a trusted upline here in Pauline and Josephine that I can share my challenges. Okay. But of course, if I'm ego inflated and I'm not forthcoming in sharing with them about my challenges, then the challenges will stay with me forever. I will never graduate from that class. You get what I mean? So the same problem will be the obstacle that I will face for a long time until I overcome that. And once I overcome that, I know that obstacle is no longer a problem. This is how we all grow personally. So personal growth and development is really, really important. It defines who you become as a leader. No point keep flying all over the shop and then you're unable to do even 5 page, for example. Then you're just counting on luck. And there's luck, it has an element to play in our business. But you can't count entirely on luck, then that's 4D, you know. Okay? Yeah, Pauline, you want to say something?
Yeah, whose question is this?
Lana.
Lana.
Lana, is that yours as well? Yeah, maybe at this point of time, I'd just like to enlighten you about the enthusiasm curve. Remember this, Alvin? Yeah, when you all join the business, just remember a graph, okay, a curve. When you're just joined, you're very enthusiastic, right? All of you are so excited to go out to talk to people. Then you talk to your first prospect. The prospect rejects you. Then your enthusiasm drops, boom, right down to below 0, right? Then you come to us, outline this is what I did and all. So we will console you and tell you how to talk to them. Then your enthusiasm level goes up, shoot up again, very high, right? Then another rejection, boom, it goes down again below 0. Then you talk to us, it goes up again. Now your curves are very steep, up, down, like that. Okay, now we all go through this still today. We all still get rejections, but our enthusiasm curve is very gradual. It doesn't go ping pong like that. Okay, so initially you got to give yourself this inoculation, okay? Tell yourself, this is going to happen to me when I start the business. So when it happens to you, you say, that's right, that's what they told me. You know, my enthusiasm curve is going to go up and down. But as you get more competent, more skillful in how to handle situations and objections, your rejections become very, very limited, very small. So Alvin and I and Josephine, we still get rejections every day, but our curves are very gradual. Do you understand where I'm getting at? Yeah. So be prepared when someone joins you, you tell them about this enthusiasm curve that's going to happen to them. Okay, then they're prepared. All right, and tell them, lock into the AES, be more competent, then you see your scale getting more gradual. I think that visual thing is quite good.
Well done. Thank you very much. Any last tip from anyone, from anybody, before I close this session because it's getting late? No? Okay, then I say this, yeah. So this is my closing slides. Right? Challenges are aplenty anywhere, whatever kind of business, whatever kind of work, whatever kind of career, whatever kind of life. Agree? Challenges are there, but it's your choice whether you see them as stepping stone or a stopping stone. So if you see them as stopping stone, then everywhere you go, you also kena sangkut. It's almost like dead end at everything that you do. Okay, because you see every challenges as some kind of stopping stone. But you see it as a stepping stone, you welcome the challenge. Because challenges, new challenges, I would say, yeah. Old challenges that you're graduated, then you won't find it as a challenge anymore. Then every new challenge that comes is a stepping stone for you to get strengthened, to lift you higher. Then I think that is one attitude of life. Do we all agree? Okay. So I hope that tonight, all these questions are answered. It's been a long session. I hope that it has been helpful to all of us here. Thank you very much for all those who give the advice, share your experiences, and share your tips. And thank you for all those of you who actually submit the question, because your question has helped everybody else, not just yourself. Thank you. Asante sana, namaste, and I wish you all a very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Alvin. Thank you.
You're